Alright, good morning. So it's like 6:30 now and we've already done a few miles. We actually started moving by about 5 a.m. Woke up at like 4:30, so pretty early start. But basically we just want to get back to the main CDT line as quickly as possible, just because, well, I guess the CDT line feels more like safety, you know, just more aware of what's ahead, more aware of where water sources are and that kind of thing. So yeah, anyway, done a few miles. We found that water source with the flowing pipe, but it was kind of warm and smelled a bit funny, like sulfur-like, or almost a little bit like the smell you sometimes get at a hot spring. So I just figured, didn't really seem that safe to drink. So although I filled up there, once I reached that other water source, that tire filled with water, I switched out my water. So just, I don't really like drinking water from like a warm, smelly source. It definitely doesn't seem right, even if you're filtering it. So, but yeah, it's a nice morning. We're both feeling a bit tired for sure. My feet aren't too bad. I mentioned I had like a small blister, but it's really not too bad, honestly. It's not much. But yeah, just general tiredness, obviously. I mean, we got up early, but yesterday was a big day, so. Lots of good water out here, hasn't been too bad, so definitely going to fill up here. And yeah, it looks like I can see it actually flowing out of the pipe here, so that's pretty much perfect, exactly what I was hoping for. There's also another guy behind us. He's actually in Pi Town right now, but he's kind of the one that recommended doing this this route, this road walk all the way around, and he like plotted it out on Gaia and sent me the maps for it. So I've actually just been doing him a favor and basically putting down waypoints every time I find water. It's been really easy. Just put down a waypoint, give a description, take a photo, and then I can just share the waypoints with him. So when he comes through, it's gonna be really easy. He's gonna know where every water source is and all that. So yeah, it's been pretty good. So that was a really good water source. I actually replaced all the water that I was carrying because some of the water I was carrying was a little yellow and stagnant water, but that was flowing nicely out of the pipe. And like that, you know, the solar panels means it's a solar well, so it's pumping out of the ground. It usually means it's really good, nice, cold, clear water. So yeah, anyway, that's perfect. Definitely going to make some mashed potatoes later with that. I still have lots of Idaho and mashed potatoes. I got the garlic ones, they're really nice. And yeah, I still have some Soylent as well to eat. If you're curious about some of the other stuff that I eat, you know, I know I don't talk about it too much, but my diet's usually not that great on trail. I've been improving it a lot on this trail though, and trying to replace some of the unhealthy stuff that I eat with some better options. I mean, for example, even Lara bars, if you know what Lara bars are, I definitely think they're a lot healthier than some of the other like cheaper bars that I buy, because you know, you can get really cheap bars like cereal bars. For example, there's like Frosted Flake bars, you know, Lucky Charm bars, Cinnamon Toast Crunch bars. Those are all really nice. They're cheap. Each bar is like 100 calories and they're quite small, and you just get loads of bars. But I've been spending a bit more money, so in terms of like, I still need bars just because they're convenient, you know. I can't just eat you know, pre-packaged meals. It takes too much time to sit down and have those meals, and I find that I need to be like constantly eating. Maybe not, I don't need to, but it's definitely easier when you do a big day like this. I find it easy to just keep yourself like constantly fueled, and so eating small amounts like once every hour or two is really useful. So I kind of like eat a snack every hour, have a couple hundred calories sort of every hour. And also if you have a big heavy meal, it can kind of slow you down a bit while you're digesting it and feel a bit heavy. But anyway, yeah, instead of all those junk bars, I've been doing more like Lara bars. And you know, I look at the ingredients on them, and some of them are literally like, the ingredients are simply just dates, almonds, cashews, or like dates, banana, almonds, something like that, you know, like very simple, like basically fruit and nuts, which again, you know, maybe still not the healthiest thing ever, but like it's better than some of the other options. They're like 200 calories each as well. Then I have Cliff Bars. I have processed meat, which is obviously not healthy, but I do find I crave meat out here, and I kind of need some protein. So I have like beef jerky, and sometimes I go for the beef jerky options, which say like no nitrates added or that type of stuff. And same with like pepperoni and that type of stuff. Pepperoni's probably not good for you, you know, processed meat, but a lot of calories, a lot of protein, and they're just really tasty out here. You know, sometimes I have the pepperoni with the mashed potatoes, and then I'll have some like salt and vinegar chips. And again, chips are not that healthy, but it's good to have a lot of salt when you're like sweating a lot in the desert and drinking a lot of water. And I have some electrolyte packets as well. A few people have commented about electrolytes, and I have been occasionally taking electrolytes, especially on really hot days. I've had some electrolyte packets, had some like noon tablets that you can put in water, that type of stuff. And yeah, I also have some dried fruit. Occasionally I get some like almonds or cashews. Yeah, and then sometimes I have some cookies, obviously not healthy, but yeah, when I see those backpacker pantry meals or other similar dehydrated meals, the ones with lots of veggies and beans and rice and stuff, I've been trying to go for those a bit. And yeah, also I'm aware that my hair looks all crazy. I don't know, maybe it's not too bad, but you know, with the wind, I've just taken off my hat because yeah, my hat's getting blown off, but my hair's getting all crazy these days. And also I've been, you know, genuinely really enjoying this road walk, like reroute going around the national forest. Because like I said before, national forest is closed. Most people are skipping like 250 miles of trail, but I want to walk Mexico to Canada. And it turns out that this is actually really scenic. It feels like I'm in the Wild West out here, in the Old West, in cowboy country, whatever you want to call it, but it feels like a true American experience out here. You know, just really feels like, I mean, there should just be cowboys all over the place. Like, it's a cool area. I really like the rock formations. Also reminds me of, if you've seen Breaking Bad, well, a lot of Breaking Bad is obviously set in New Mexico, Albuquerque, and then a lot of stuff in the desert. And this kind of scenery is really Breaking Bad like, and we're pretty close to Albuquerque right now, fairly close. So Anyway, there's one of the last episodes in Breaking Bad, I think it's called Ozymandias or Ozymandias or something. Yeah, anyway, there's a spot, I won't give any spoilers, but basically where like Walt like buries money. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but he's burying a lot of money in barrels, and some of these cliffs look really similar to like the kind of area where he's burying that money. And there's this whole big scene with Jack and those guys and Hank and all. Yeah, I don't know, maybe those are spoilers, but oh well. Breaking Bad's been out for long enough, but yeah, definitely feels Breaking Bad like out here. And cool. I really wasn't very optimistic about this road walk. It felt more like a chore. Like it felt like, well, I'm not doing the CDT, not doing the real trail, but I still want to walk from Mexico to Canada. So, you know, for this long stretch, having to do these like road walk reroutes just feels like a bit of a chore. But turns out it's actually really nice out here. Yesterday was a lot of paved road, but once we hit the dirt road, I mean, it's just been really cool. And yesterday, that like big rock formation, it was kind of like, I think in Holes, if you've seen the movie or read the book Holes, that's set out somewhere in the southwest in the desert. And that rock formation reminded me a bit of I think it's called like God's Thumb or something. Yeah, I don't know, it's just really cool out here, it's really scenic. Also, just to add to that thing about diet, is also when I'm in town, I've been trying to eat a bit healthier. I actually, before I came out here, I was thinking I'd drink a lot of milkshakes and have a lot of burgers and stuff like that. Haven't actually done that much of that. I haven't had a milkshake yet. And obviously, you know, it is good to like get a lot of calories in. But I've been, I don't know, having slightly healthier options, having like salads and stuff. And obviously I did, you know, go for a green chili cheeseburger and all that. It's a New Mexico classic. But yeah, I mean, when we were at the hostel, a lot of people, well, we all just decided to like cook up a big meal together. So we had spaghetti, which I guess spaghetti is not the healthiest thing ever, but we had spaghetti and we made like a bolognese sauce, and the bolognese sauce was great. We put lots of veggies in it, put mushrooms in it, all sorts of different veggies chopped up. And yeah, I mean, I feel like it was a pretty good option, honestly, and it was pretty good value. You know, we were cooking ourselves in the hostel and it was good. So I also want to mention, you know, I've been using this microphone, you may have noticed, and it's making a huge difference to the audio quality, in my opinion. Just, it's really windy right now, and I don't know how much you can really notice the wind in this clip, but if I was using my phone and using the microphone just on the phone, it'd basically be impossible to hear me right now. You just get constant noise. When I was on the Arizona Trail filming with the phone, I had to be really selective, and I'd film clips like this and then just delete them because you could barely hear me talking, honestly. Like, it just messes up the audio. So anyway, this microphone's been really good. It's just the microphone that comes with the DJI Pocket 2, which is the camera that I'm using. Yeah, it just comes with it. It's a wireless microphone. Alright, so it's about 5:30 now, and I've made it back to the main CDT line. So that was the goal for today, basically. Could definitely do a few more miles today. Could definitely do like another 6 miles at least, I would say, maybe more than that. But we'll see. I'm just waiting for Overhill here. Basically, Overhill messaged me like maybe an hour ago or something, just saying that he felt like really rough, like in rough shape, and that he was just going to stop for a bit, maybe take a rest for an hour, and then carry on and meet me at this water source. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting here to see if he shows up. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll be fine. You know, if not, I'll keep in contact with him and see how he's doing. But I think the last message he sent me was that he's on the move and on his way here. He was just feeling a bit rough, so he took a break. So, because you know we've walked a long way. Like yesterday was a long day. Today's been a long day. I'm feeling pretty out of it, honestly. Just like I need to take a nap at least, or go to bed pretty early tonight, because just feeling really tired. But yeah, got to this water source, and a couple of cowboys showed up actually. A couple of well, 3 guys. They're clearly ranchers, and they had like horses with them, and they had cowboy hats and all that, handguns, you know, on their hip. So anyway, they're gone now, but just been filtering some water and actually drinking some Soylent, which is yeah, Soylent's pretty disgusting, but having some Soylent. It's in a Gatorade bottle. And no, I did not mix it with Gatorade. I mixed it with water, but it's just like in a Gatorade bottle. But yeah, just hanging out. It was actually a really nice day today. I was really happy with how scenic and how nice the road walk was, how nice that reroute was. You know, it was so nice. I felt like it could have been like a legitimate, you know, alternate option on the CDT. So yeah, it was really good. The views were really cool, and we were pretty lucky with the water sources. And now I'm back on the main CDT. So we've got about 44 miles of CDT until we reach a town called Cuba. So aiming to get there in like a day and a half or 2 days or something. So yeah, that's pretty much all for now. And you know, if I don't make another clip signing out, because it might be kind of tired, then you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so we had a pretty solid day today, all set up, ready to go to bed, and yeah, did a lot of miles today again. Got back to the red line, so finished our little made-up alternate, and yeah, got kind of low on water at the end there, but knew I was going to reach water on the red line, so that was good. And definitely feeling the after effects of yesterday's big day. You know, yesterday was like 40, maybe 41 miles. And yeah, totally, we're both feeling it for sure. Like when you do that many miles, like there's no avoiding like feeling it the next day, especially because a lot of it was paved road as well, so just tough on the joints and all that. But yeah, feeling pretty good now, and feeling good to be back on the trail. You know, had some single track trail again. The Soylent made me feel a little bit sick, but oh well. It's a lot of calories anyway. But yeah, so camping in a wash tonight. I know I'm not supposed to camp in a wash. Feel free to give me shit in the comments, but yeah, I like camping in a wash. It's nice. Nice soft ground usually, and a bit sheltered from the wind because it's actually really windy up top, so nice and sheltered. But I'll show you, I'm just cowboy camping. But yeah, I'm not expecting it to rain or anything. And I was able to check the forecast, like it's not gonna rain. And you'd need like a very serious monsoon to actually flood this massive wash. So anyway, yeah, I'll show you where I'm camping. All right, so I'm just cowboy camping right here, as you can see. And Overhill's over there in his tent. If you watch my Arizona trail videos, you might remember that I kept saying I was using my tarp as a pillow. Well, now I'm using my puffy jacket inside my buff, so that's a nice soft pillow. The reason I was using my tarp on the Arizona trail is because I was always wearing the puffy, but now it's pretty warm here, so I can just use the puffy as a pillow. But yeah, that's all for now. See you guys tomorrow.